Today I'm going to teach you how to create the craziest particle explosion effect inside of After Effects, and make sure to stick to the end because we're going to give away a free sample of this overlay. So we're inside of After Effects. I have two clips. One is just the standard clip, and then one is a rotoscope clip of my subject. I'm not going to go over rotoscoping in this tutorial, but if you don't know how to rotoscope, you can check out this video linked right here. So next up, we're going to go to this website called cinepacks.store. Shout out to Tyler Casey for sending over these packs, but he does have a free sample of his Shockwave effects overlay. This one is honestly really crazy. Like, I can't believe he's giving this away for free, but he also does have a full pack with like a bunch more crazy different variations, and they actually look really sick. So we're going to go back inside of After Effects, and once you download those particle effects, you're going to see there's a bunch of different variations. You can honestly use whichever ones you want. I'm going to go, let's go with this one for now. And then I'm going to drag this onto my timeline, and then we are going to put this directly in between our subject. We're going to, of course, turn on the background layer. Now, for those of you, this might be a perfect effect. You might be like, you know what, Devin, I'm good. I don't need anything more. But if you really want to be a professional visual effects artist, you got to master the art of blending light. Now, the reason why this looks fake is look at the background. Look at our subject. There is no light whatsoever affecting him. He looks like completely removed, and it kind of just looks fake. And also, of course, forgot to mention, there's camera movement going on right here, and the particle explosion is just staying static. It's staying the exact same size. So there's two ways you can do this. Number one, you can of course just fake the movement. It's kind of just zooming in, so it would make sense to obviously just scale it up, which you can just hit a drop down, hit a position on the scale keyframe, drag that towards the end, and then just make the first one a little bit smaller. So then that way it's kind of like scaling up as the camera gets closer. That kind of looks cool, but if you want to actually be 100% accurate with the tracking, you can of course 3D camera track your clip, which is really easy in After Effects. Don't get spooked by all these big vocab words. You just go to the tracker panel right here. Make sure you click on this bottom clip, and one very, very important thing is you have to make sure your composition is the exact same size as your video clip. So this SD Kid video we downloaded right here, it's 1920 by 1080. And if I go to my composition settings by clicking here and then go to composition settings, you see it's 1920 by 1080. And it's the exact same size. It's already scaled up to fit the composition. You hit transform to fit to comp, and then you go ahead and hit track camera. And then it's going to load for a little bit. It shouldn't take too long. You just click analyze, and we're gonna wait. And boom, once it's done tracking, you will see the 3D flowers. I like to call these the 3D flowers because that's what they look like, and they're tracked to our scene. Now I'm just going to go ahead and hit create camera button. And then lastly, we just enable the 3D mode for our particles layer, and boom, our particle effect is now tracked in 3D space. And it's completely, we don't even have to do any scaling. It's gonna stay exactly in the same exact spot as if this were all 3D space. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Now everything looks like it's in real 3D space. Let's go ahead and spice this up a little bit more though. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the rotoscope layer, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my effects and presets. I'm gonna search for VC Color Vibrance. Now this is a free plugin. It's by Video Copilot. Shout out them. They also made this crazy free asset. I'm dragging this to my particles layer, and you see it instantly changes the color of this effect. And we're gonna set this to something like, let's do bluish to match the background. And then we still got the green too, which honestly looks really sick. And then I'm gonna go to my effects and presets. I'm gonna search for a glow. Now you can use the standard After Effects glow. That's totally fine, it's totally up to you. I think it looks trash. So I'm gonna use Deep Glow 2 because I'm cool. And I'm gonna apply that, and boom, this looks crazy. Deep Glow 2 probably has one of the best glow effects. And I don't know, I think I'm tripping, but I should have applied Deep Glow 2 before VC Color Vibrance. So I'm just gonna drag this before VC Color Vibrance. And then we get this more like vibrant feel, whereas the color vibrance is affecting the glow after. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring down, you might be able to hear my computer. It's kind of going crazy right now. That's good, it's a good sign because the effect is crazy. So I'm gonna bring down the exposure a bit just so we can see it. It's a little bit too bright for my liking. And then now we can go ahead and turn on our rotoscope layer. And yeah, this is looking a lot more crazier, a lot more sick than what we originally had. Now let's go ahead and make sure the light actually wraps around our subject. So in real life, when you actually have a light behind you, the light is a little bit visible on the edges of the subject. This is just physics. This is what our brain is used to. So therefore we want to replicate this inside of After Effects. Now we're going to be using our third or second free plugin of this tutorial. Shout out to Production Crate. They have this light wrap plugin. It's super crazy, and it really does a great job of wrapping light around your subject. So just make sure you download this. This is free. Like if you don't have this in your toolkit, please get it. Absolutely goated plugin. I'm gonna go to my effects and presets and search for the Create Light Wrapped and then I'm going to apply this. Oh, actually, before I apply that, I almost forgot. What we have to do is we have to comp our camera layer and our background. So I'm going to select the camera layer, everything but the rotoscope, and I'm going to right click it. I'm going to hit pre-compose, move everything into a new composition, and we're going to call this BG for background. And then for this top layer, the rotoscope layer, we're just going to make sure we drag that on front. We're going to do the same thing, even though it's one layer, just still pre-comp it for safety, and we're just going to call this FG for foreground. And then we're going to apply the light wrap to the FG layer. I'm going to select my background layer as BG, and then boom, just like that, we got the light wrap of the exact background layer wrapping around our subject, and it looks super realistic. It looks super sick. And the cool thing about this is that there's a bunch of settings. You can adjust the blurriness of the background if you want it. If it's like a really shiny object, I guess you keep it at 0, but we're gonna increase this up to like 13. I might decrease the width a little bit, and then if you want to bring up the exposure, you can totally do so, but I think this is looking pretty good as is. And as you can see, that looks so much more realistic. Actually, let's increase the width because the light is actually wrapping around our subject, and it looks like the subject is actually standing in front of something that is really bright, whereas before it just looked like he existed on top of a second 2D layer. So there you guys have it, this crazy particle explosion effect. Shout out Tyler Casey, shout out Video Copilot, shout out Production Crate for all these free tools that we use to get this crazy looking effect. Also plug in everything for Deep Glow too, even though that's a paid plugin. But yeah, this is looking pretty crazy. And just to wrap it up, because we didn't use enough plugins in this video, I got to shout out my boy Lurking Visuals. He made this plugin for After Effects called VFX Kit. Now, this is probably one of my favorite After Effects plugins to date. You go to Window, you hit Extensions, and you go to VFX Kit Default. And you can see there's a bunch of crazy effects that Lurking already pre-animated. And all I have to do to apply this is I just first, of course, create a new adjustment layer. So once I have that adjustment layer, I select on this adjustment layer, and as you can see, there's a bunch of different like transitions and effects. Let's do a hit for now. I'm gonna make sure I start at the very beginning of my adjustment layer. That's very important. You can't apply the clip if you're at the middle of your adjustment layer. And then I just apply whatever hit effect I want, and boom, just like that, we got this crazy hit transition. And I can drag this adjustment layer now to start wherever I want. And now we have a crazy camera shake applied in just the click of a button. Let's go ahead and try something else. Let's try bounce hit in 1. Let's do this one. Boom, this looks crazy. So maybe I'll do this like right when the explosion pops in. Yeah, that looks insane. Boom, crazy effect. And then I can of course just keep doing this for whatever other effect types I want. There's even transitions as well, like this dilute one. This one looks crazy. I might do this. Yeah, this is like going crazy. We could just keep modding this as much as we want. We can get a bunch of crazy looking effects. Shout out to Lurking, he really went crazy. Wait, let me take this one, copy this layer, and then I'm gonna put this in our background layer. Try that. Yo, that is crazy. And if we go back to our main comp, boom, look at that. We got some crazy VFX kits, we got some crazy syntax effects, and we got some Production Crate effects. Shout out to all these guys. If you want to check out their plugins, I've linked down to them below. I'm being 100% honest, like none of them paid me to do this at all. This is 100% just what I think looks cool. I was messing around with this. I was like, dude, I have to make a tutorial on this. So hope you guys found something useful. If you want to learn how to automatically cut your music videos to the beat of the song and apply visual effects and title cards in one click, you can check out this video linked right here.